safely back in Finland. Yes, border crossing to Finland was again a bit of struggle, a bit of adventures and a bit of interrogations.
Yeah.
We had stamps from Montenegro from the 2016, 17, and yeah, they started interrogation with us. Why we have been in Montenegro so many times, why there are stamps on these dates, what have you done, what is your profession, what do you do for work, where are you going from here, are you coming back to Russia in any time? Lots of questions, just because Montenegro stamps. The place that we are in, it's basically a small harbor. There's a thunderstorms coming in, so that's why it's so windy at the moment. So this is the only part of Finland that has sun in here, so we usually trying to chase the sun. We're planning to go even more south, but it has been raining there. Puladino are enjoying the day here in the van, and outside of the van we also put our linen outside because they have gone a little damp. We haven't used our heater at all, so it doesn't get the moisture out. So only way to get the linen moisture out is get them out.
It's nice to be back in the Finland. It feels like vacation inside of the vacation. It's easy to travel with Chihuahuas because they truly love the heat. And what is this guy doing?
Yeah.
It is a weirdos. They can tolerate the heat pretty well.
Yeah, even if the weather is really hot, they don't get
they
any.
like it.
Yeah.
They rarely pant. Now Pulladas.
Yes. But even if they pant, they don't actually move out of the sun, so they stay there.
So they're truly enjoying this summer.
Pulla would have an option to go there on the shade, but
yeah, he stays there in the plastic pillow.
But yeah, we spent lovely days in Russia. Border crossing there and back was a little pain in the ass.
The bureaucracy there is so overwhelming. Even we had everything right, we had done everything by the book. It's still waiting in the lines, paperwork filling, interrogations.
So even the normal tourist gets really bad vibes from the border guards. Oh, not border guards. I was given good service from either side of the going in and going out, filling up the papers, and they did walk me to the places that I needed to go.
Yeah, they are very helpful.
We got into interrogation while coming back to Finland just because we had Montenegrin stamps on our passports. There was some coup in Montenegro that the Montenegro did give a jail time to Russian agents, so that's why they have really bad vibes. If we take out the border crossings, it was really pleasant.
Yeah, good vibes from the Russia overall. In safety wise, I never felt scared.
There was nothing to be afraid.
Yeah. And also maybe the Russia, we thought it would be really exotic to go there, but it was kind of normal.
Yeah, normal for us. Really like if in Finland you would go. So in Europe you can actually drive wherever you like, and there's always something to see. There's lots of history, lots of towns, lots of sightseeing places. And in Karelia there ain't that much to see. So
it's good to have some kind of theme that
for the
you
trip,
follow. Yeah. Whether it's food, culinary one, or old houses.
We searched from trip advisors for the areas sightseeing, and usually there was like some island.
Yeah.
Abandoned island. That was it. And that's one thing. If you compared Finland and Russian side, like in Russia, in Karelia, there ain't people.
Yeah.
There ain't houses, there ain't nothing.
It's just woods and forest.
When you come here, every 100 meters there's one house.
Yeah.
So it was like abandoned place.
And we like it very much.
Very much.
Because we went there to have our own private time.
Yes. Usually even if the house seems like it's abandoned, it isn't.
Yeah. So if it looks like abandoned to Western people,
Yeah, you have to like, ooh, ooh.
Anybody home?
Anybody
and knock the
home?
door. So don't invade somebody's houses.
If you go to Russia, you have to have some kind of theme that you want to see them. Even if it's nature, which is really great, or abandoned buildings, which
was my interest.
Yeah, so there was lots of them. Or you want to see old Finnish buildings,
or war history.
War history, lots of things to see in war history. But if you go there just randomly driving and seeing stuff,
there's nothing.
Only thing that where you can see like some sites are basically in larger cities. Bigger cities, they offer a lot. For example, Viborg is not that big city, and still there's lots of you can actually explore.
Lots of cafes, restaurants, historical sites.
Architecture. There's lots of old Finnish buildings.
Nice parks.
And there's always parking for vans that are guarded.
Our advice is in larger cities where the crime rates are a bit higher, and if you see local people using the guarded parking lots, maybe it's good to park your car there also.
And people, they are pretty much the same. They are really private, they want to be by themselves.
Even more private than Finns.
And when you ask for help, they are really helpful.
Yeah.
And really friendly when they talk to you, even if we don't have the common language or anything.
Yeah.
The common people, they are really friendly.
Yeah, very sweet people.
Yeah, nobody did look us like if we were wild camping, and that was one thing. Wild camping is really awesome there because it's tolerated. Is it worth it to go Russia?
I would say not with the pets.
Really hard, really
expensive,
and
you have bureaucracy,
and lots of things you have to take consider.
Yeah, and with that money that we spent on dogs going to Russia and going back, we could have just dropped the dogs to the pamper care center, like 5-star one spa treatment for dogs.
For the whole trip, and then
it would cost less.
Stereotypes of Russia. There's a lot of
people.
Yeah, there's a lot of stereotypes. That there's a mafia is everywhere. The women walk on high heels, middle of the winter, everywhere. There's only young women and really old women. So young, beautiful women, and then papushkas.
Yeah.
So the middle ones, where the hell are those women?
Russian men, I feel they are kind of macho. They have this culture.
Macho culture. Yeah. I didn't see that it's so
strong that
as in Bulgaria or somewhere. Montenegro, Albania, where the like macho culture is like really strong.
Yeah, and those man purses, men wear, they have like back.
Yeah, little backpack that or I don't
purse. It's like a man purse.
Yeah, it's really funny. But even if the Russian guy doesn't look any Russian in Helsinki or any other cities, when you see the man purse, Russian.
Yeah, you can know which one are the Russian because they have a man purse.
Same thing about tourists from USA.
They have white sneakers always.
it's
they're
funny.
Like bright white.
I know why, because when we were in Europe, every time we saw somebody wearing bright white sneakers, it was always
USA citizen. Yeah. So some stereotypes to live.
Yeah, that's true.
Of course, it doesn't mean every person does it.
Bribes. Finnish people still think that the police and border guards and everyone
is corrupted
and take bribes and all sort of things. When we left to the journey, people told us take cash that you can give to the border guards or some police or something, but it's not that. No. I didn't feel in any place that you could actually
bribe yourself out of
anything.
Yeah.
Biedronkas and my markets.
So there's grocery stores and markets everywhere in Russia. Even the little towns have their own mini markets.
Yeah, there was a Lumivaara which has like I think maybe 20 houses, but there was own little market there.
Yeah.
And Biedronkas are on a little larger towns, but they can be like, for example, Kakisalmi, 30,000 people, and there was 3 Biedronkas and at least 5 my markets. And it was so funny that Pietrankas was on separate buildings and my markets was
downstairs of the apartment
buildings. Yeah, it was funny because you can see apartment building and there was my market.
Yeah.
And they had really good selection there.
Really good fresh food, cheap prices, and the opening hours are so great.
And on a smaller towns that you can actually call the shop owner if you want something.
Any time in the day or night, and she or he will come and open the boutique just for you.
So it was really nice.
Customer service there is so awesome, and everything is Cyrillic, but we buy food that we know, and if we don't know what the package say, we are going to ask or use the Google Translator. So it's not a problem finding a food in a normal supermarket.
Yeah.
So if you are like vegetarian or something, you can just translate the ingredient. Small markets have shelves full of different kind of vodkas and hard liquor.
Yeah.
Every store, and it's so cheap. We didn't buy any.
Yeah. We buy gin.
Yeah.
1 gin bottle, €7 gin, and it was.
Gin is really expensive in Finland, but gin is really good in Finland too.
Yeah.
And wines are kind of expensive, except those really like table wines, the bulk wines.
Bulk wines are pretty cheap, €2 per liter.
Yeah.
But if you want like good wines, it might be €8. It's like herb-like taste from the beer. I think its closest thing is this swamp flower that smells really strong. That kind of smell and taste is in Russian beer.
I don't like it.
Me neither. So we bought Carlsberg, which was actually cheap. Not imported, but it was cheaper than the Russian beer.
Which is weird.
Which is weird because why?
Yeah.
Carlsberg,
but
local beer.
You can buy those big plastic bottles beer. They are really
cheap. Yeah.
Yeah. Juices, they have all different kind of juices and a lot of cherry flavors. Cherry
is something that we always
find from Eastern Europe.
And we always buy them because we love cherry and there ain't cherry products in Finland, so
if there are special products and they are very expensive, so we try to buy cherry everything.
That's our team.
Yeah. Road conditions.
And driving culture. Again, maybe stereotype that Russians are really aggressive drivers. Maybe compared to Finland, yes, but there is always some guys that are in a hurry and they want to pass everybody.
Yeah, it's not aggressive driving, it's just they drive so fast.
Yes.
Roads in Russia are kind of wide. I was surprised.
You can actually almost pass somebody from the right side.
Yeah, Polish way.
Polish way. And the road condition in general, they were really great. All the main roads, perfect condition. So the potholes in large cities, for example in Viborg, there ain't potholes. Just uneven tarmac or uneven gravel roads. Yeah. Gravel roads, on really on outskirts where ain't traffic at all. It was bad. It was
really of washboards.
Yeah, lots of washboards on those. But I don't blame because there ain't traffic, so they don't service them as high as in main roads, cities or main roads. So
we just drive really slowly, and that's okay.
No need for 4x4. Maybe 2 places were that we couldn't get, but they were in the middle of forest, going to the beach or something.
Yeah.
So if you're just driving there and camping in normal places, don't want to go right to the beach, you don't need 4x4.
Yeah.
Maybe a smaller axle length car is good because there's lots of bumps on forest roads that we took.
They're kind of high.
But usually people don't go to forest road with the motorhomes. Be prepared that your sides of the van gonna be scratched when you go to the forest roads. Our van looks
really horrible. We did not even notice it first.
Yeah, because usually those roads, forest roads, are meant to drive with a normal car that is not that high.
Yeah, and we have a high top van, so of course there's going to be
lots of branches. A lot of branches that are scratching our van.
Yeah.
I think in the middle of the summer it's not that bad. But if you go in there on the springtime when the melting snow is breaking all those roads, I think then you might need 4x4 maybe. But in the summertime, middle of summer, you don't need.
Yeah, normal car is just enough. And if you get stuck, there's always people to help.
Yes, again, if you are in problem, then people will help you.
So, van living and camper van living in Russia.
It's really easy and it's really pleasant, but there ain't services.
At all. And there's no camper vans.
No camper vans at all. I think we saw 2 motorhomes that had fin plates.
Yeah, in Viborg.
There's no dumping stations. What you can search from the towns.
There's a public taps.
And public wells that you can use. So water is easy, quite easy.
Yeah.
Dumping stations, no.
No.
What
so
else?
we just went to pee behind the tree. We did not use our own toilet.
And that's usually what we do. We don't use our own toilet if we are...
have an option to use nature.
No services for caravans, motorhomes or anything. So you have to be by yourselves. If there's a camping ground, it's for tents and there's a cottages.
Yeah.
And if you want to rent a cottage, booking.com.
Works wonders.
Works wonders. Airbnb. There was lots of places that you can actually spend the night. So I think the best way if you want accommodation is to rent either cottage or Airbnb. And when you are going to the Airbnb or rent a cottage, you can get their water and you can usually dump your toilet also because there's usually a water toilet.
Yeah.
Not like outhouse.
One thing, Wi-Fi, kind of hard in Russian side.
Almost impossible. So,
yeah, so get a prepaid chip from the teleoperator.
Yeah, it might be something around 10 to 15 euros. You get 1 month of unlimited data. So that's the best deal to get.
Yeah.
And public Wi-Fi that has no password, you have to have a local number to log in.
So you cannot be a traveler and use your phone number there.
Some private Wi-Fi's might work, but the public ones are not usable without the local phone number. And one thing, if you are in a wilderness area, go to the main road that is there beside your camping spot, because in Russia the antenna mast, what they do is that they make a cone along the road. So there's a good signal on the road and on the side it's not. So best practice always when you want to do internet things, go to the road. Even if it's big gravel road or something, go there. There is a signal.
That's a good tip.
Yeah, internet.
Normal social media, okay.
Okay, in a lot of cities 4G connections are great. So you can do uploading videos or something.
Yeah.
And the local SIM cards are cheap and you can get unlimited data. Trash! Trash bins are everywhere. Same thing in Eastern Europe, in any countries. There's always
trash bins where you can dump your household trash. And they don't do any
recycling.
Yeah, so everything goes in the
landfills. There goes metal cans and
bottles and plastics and food waste and everything.
Yeah. We try to always
take the bio-waste out.
Bio-waste out and dig a hole and put it there. So
we are trying to minimize our trash and plastics. And one thing I don't like Russia in supermarkets, they wrap everything in double plastic layers.
So yeah, it was really bad. But other thing, wild campers in Russia, they make these honey holes. Basically they dig a really big hole, and after the weekend they have been there, they dump all the trash there and cover it.
Or leave it open to next person, so until it's top, then the last one covers it.
But yeah, there was lots of. Yeah, you couldn't see trash like in the middle of the beach, but when you go 10 meters away from the camping spot, there was always
this. Yeah. But in Karelian side, most people live in these self-sufficient farms, so they don't even go to supermarkets to buy anything. So they grow their own vegetables and they don't produce any trash.
Yeah, I think in the larger cities, the trash bins were always full, while in Karelian side, on the countryside, when there was a trash bin, it was always empty. Yeah. So I think they don't produce that much trash.
Yeah.
And if they do, they burn it.
You can smell it.
You can smell it when the trash is burning.
Yeah. It's not this nice wood burning
smell.
So Russia is kind of not a different country, but I would say total different kind of world.
Yeah.
Even.
You have to go there really like
respecting the rules and the bureaucracy
and the culture and everything. So you cannot go there like I own the world and give me services. No, you have to.
You have to wait in a line and you have to be humble and respect.
No, that's how you can get most of your trip.
And don't make any strict time schedules, because in Russia when you have to wait, you might have to wait
for a long time.
Yeah.
Same thing about the driving, so it might take a while sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, going there, humble,
open-minded,
just go with the flow.
Yeah, and see the people are same in every place.
That's true. And it was just like in Finland.
Yeah, they are no different from us.
At all.
Yeah. So, do we go
to Russia again?
We don't know.
We don't know.
I don't know if we can
go. That's true. We have now markings on our passport that we were in Montenegro.
Yeah,
so
we are in the shit list, so to speak. So we don't know if we can apply the visa again. Not maybe we wait a few
years or so.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was time that I wanted there badly, because I had been in Russia for several times back in the days, but not like past 20 years or so.
Nice to
so
see.
it was nice to see the same places and experience it.
And nice to go there with your own home.
Yeah.
It was part of the fun.
Yeah.
We have always dreamed of wild camping in Russia.
Yeah, it was been always our dream. Hey, one thing that was Russian, the smell. I don't know what is the smell.
It's some kind of fabric softener or something, but it's everywhere.
And even your own farts start to smell Russian. I don't know why, but it's some strange smell.
It's not bad smell.
All t-shirts smells like Russian.
Yeah.
If you know what is that smell, what is coming from, because I think somebody has studied what is the smell, like Russian smell.
Because you know, if you order something from China, there's like this China's factory smell in the package.
And now it's just a Russian smell.
Version.
But it's everywhere. It's everywhere. It's on the food, it's on plastic, on.
Yeah.
If you know what is that smell,
comment below. We are eager to know.